It feels like it's been weeks since we've had MLS matches. Yes, we have MLS teams playing in the Club World Cup, but there's nothing like the MLS season. But here we are, match day 20. Taking a look back at match day 19, was not that great for picks for us. Only 38% correct percentage. We got 5 correct, 8 wrong. But I'm not the only one that's struggling. The nerdy soccer table, some people are still struggling in that. But we still have a draw there for first with Nick Fortune and Samuel 22 with 26 points. And then we now have a draw for third between Sam and Let's Go Crew with 25 points. And then coming in that fifth spot, we have Joey Betts. If you want to get involved, QR code is on the screen. There are 3 matches, like always, out there for you to predict. Climb the leaderboard, see your name out there on the Nerdy Soccer table, and if you're in first place at the end of the season, you will get an MLS kit of your choosing. But enough of all that, let's jump into match day 20 predictions. Kicking off these midweek matches, we have Columbus Crew versus Atlanta United. Currently, Columbus 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Atlanta United 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Columbus Crew are coming off of a victory against Vancouver Whitecaps. They're at home 2-1. Atlanta United, though, a loss on the road 4-0 to NYCFC. In the last 5 matches that Atlanta have played against Columbus, there in Columbus, they have not won. Columbus has won 4 out of those 5 matches there at home, and the expected outcome in this one is Columbus to win 2-1 over Atlanta United, and I think it could possibly even be worse than that. The win probability heavily in favor of Columbus to win this one at 60%, with Atlanta only getting a 19% win probability. Columbus are looking good at home in their last 5 at home, 3 wins and 2 draws. Atlanta United on the road, though, 1 draw and 4 losses. They have yet to win on the road, and I still think that happens here. Columbus are just a better side than Atlanta. Yes, want Atlanta to win, as always, but being realistic here, I'm going to go with what the expected outcome is, and I think this match ends in a 2-1 victory for Columbus there at Lower.com Field. Now, that takes us into CF Montreal versus FC Cincinnati. Montreal currently 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Cincinnati 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for FC Cincinnati, which, with that 63% win probability, I think Cincinnati should have no issue with this match. Montreal are coming off of a victory, though, 3-1 over Houston Dynamo there on the road, where Cincinnati are coming off of a victory on the road also for a 1-0 victory over the Revs. This one, everything points to Cincinnati. There's only a 15% win probability in favor of Montreal. Neither teams are missing a lot of players due to, international duty or anything. So I think these are going to be very accurate numbers there. And I think that Cincinnati is going to get the job done there on the road. I just don't see enough from Montreal. They have yet to win at home. All of their matches, the 2 matches that they have won, are on the road there. But the last time that they did play in Montreal against Cincinnati and Montreal played there. Montreal did win that match 2-1 last season. I just got a feeling Cincinnati are just a way better side this season. And I think they go on the road and win this match 3-1 over Montreal. Now, that leads us into Toronto FC versus New York Red Bulls. Currently, Toronto 1 win and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. The Red Bulls 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is in favor of the Red Bulls to go on the road and win it 2-1 over Toronto FC, with a 54% win probability in favor of the Red Bulls and a 20% there for Toronto. Toronto are coming off of a loss there at home against Charlotte 2-0, where the Red Bulls came off of a loss against Austin on the road 2-1. The last time that these teams played there in Toronto, the Red Bulls did win that match 4-1 last season, which was a stomping, and I don't feel like Toronto has gotten that much better. They have only 1 win there at home this season, but the Red Bulls only have 1 win on the road this season. Both teams do have a lot of players out due to injury and international duty and stuff, potentially. So with that, though, with who Toronto will have, with who the Red Bulls will have, I think that Red Bulls, I got to agree here, Not exactly with the expected outcome, but I think that the Red Bulls get the job done. I think they go on the road here and win this match 1-0 over Toronto. Next up, we have the New England Revs versus Nashville SC. Currently, the Revs 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches, where Nashville 2 wins and 3 draws in their last 5 matches, currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak. And if I remember correctly, it might be even longer than that. The expected outcome, though, is supposed to be a 1-1 draw there in New England, but the win probability is in favor of Nashville at 40%, and then a 30% chance for the Revs. The Revs are coming off of a loss there at home against Cincinnati, 1-0, where Nashville are coming off of a victory on the road against Chicago Fire, 2-0. The last time that these two teams played in New England, the Revs did win 1-0, and even the time before that, and Nashville have yet to win on the road there at the Revs. And I don't think it's going to happen here either. I like what Nashville's doing. I think that they are one of the better sides so far this season. They have only 4 losses on the season so far. The Revs have 5 losses on the season. So this is going to be a very good matchup. And I think I have to go with the expected outcome with this one. And I'm going to say that it ends in a 1-1 draw there at Gillette Stadium. Now we head on down to Texas for FC Dallas versus the San Jose Earthquakes. Currently Dallas 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where San Jose is 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is in favor of the Earthquakes to win 2-1 over Dallas, because Dallas does not look good at home. The win probability, 55% in favor of the Earthquakes to 25% in favor of Dallas. Dallas is coming off of a victory, though, against Sporting Kansas City, 4-2 on the road, where San Jose are coming off of a road draw against Portland Timbers there at Providence Park. With this one, the last time that these two teams played, Dallas won that match 2-1 there in Dallas. Dallas are looking very iffy at home, only 1 win so far this season, where the Earthquakes have three wins on the road so far this season, and I have to say, I'm going to go with San Jose in this one. I think that they're going to go on the road with how bad Dallas looks at home. Hopefully they'll start to turn around. They have good players, but the Earthquakes aren't missing a lot of guys. I don't think Dallas is either, but I think that San Jose will go on the road here and win this match. I don't think it's going to be 2-1, but I think it's going to be 3-2 there in Dallas. Now, this next matchup, I would say that is probably one of the best matchups of this match day, but both teams are missing a lot of players from both international duty and injury. And that is Vancouver Whitecaps versus San Diego FC. Currently, Vancouver 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. San Diego 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is a 1-1 draw there in Vancouver, but a 45% win probability in favor of the Whitecaps. The Whitecaps are coming off of a loss against Columbus Crew on the road, where San Diego are coming off of a victory on the road 4-2 over Minnesota United. Like I said, both of these teams are missing a lot of players. Vancouver are looking very good at home. San Diego is actually looking fairly decent on the road with 4 wins, but 4 losses also. And with that, I don't know. This was such a toss-up for me. The expected outcome is a 1-1. And I can't go with that. Vancouver has showed us over and time again that even when they're down players, and they are missing a lot of some of their best players right now, but they still have shown that they can win ball games. And I actually think they're going to get the job done here at home. And I think they win this match 2-1 over San Diego FC. That leads us into St. Louis City versus Orlando City. Currently, St. Louis, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Orlando City, 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for Orlando on the road, and Orlando has a very heavy win probability at 61%, and St. Louis only at a 16%. St. Louis are coming off of a draw there at home with the Galaxy, where Orlando are coming off of a road victory 1-0 over the Rapids there in Colorado. Orlando City, 3 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses on the season. Where on the road, where St. Louis City 2 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses there at home. These two teams have never played there in St. Louis, so I think that we have to give St. Louis maybe just a little bit of leeway that they might win this one. But I'm not going to go with the expected outcome, and I don't think St. Louis wins this match. I actually believe it ends in a 2-2 draw there in St. Louis. Staying there on the West Coast, we have Minnesota United versus Houston Dynamo. Minnesota United, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Houston Dynamo, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for Minnesota, and I really could see that happening. I really like what Minnesota are doing this season. Very quiet, performing very well, especially there at home. They do have the 54% win probability with a 22% win probability in favor of the Houston Dynamo. The Dynamo have also only lost 2 matches there on the road, so they are performing fairly well. 4 draws and only 2 wins, though. Minnesota United are coming off of a loss, though, there at home, 4-2 against San Diego, where Houston are coming off of a loss there at home, 3-1 against Montreal. With that being said, Minnesota good at home. Houston okay on the road. The last time that they played in Minnesota, Houston did win that match 2-1. I don't think that happens here, but I do think Houston will go on the road here and get a point. Yes, I do like what Minnesota is doing, but I'm very weary of that last match that they played against San Diego and them losing at home. But I think Houston go on the road, get a point here, and this match ends in a 2-2 draw there in Minnesota. Coming down the stretch now, we have Sporting Kansas City versus Charlotte FC. Currently Sporting 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Charlotte, though, 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-2 draw there in Kansas City. Sporting 2 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses so far there at home. Charlotte 2 wins, a draw, and 7 losses on the road. But the win probability is still in favor of Charlotte with that record at 48%. Sporting Kansas City are coming off of a loss there at home, 4-2 over Dallas, where Charlotte are coming off of a loss on the road 2-1 against a very good Philadelphia Union side. Charlotte aren't losing by much when they do lose these games, so you got to keep that in mind. Sporting Kansas City, very unpredictable, in my opinion, and I just don't know if I can go with them here. Yes, in their last 5 home matches, they lost their last one, 1-2 before that, and then lost that 4th one, won the 5th one there, the farthest one back. So it's very inconsistent to me. Charlotte, though, very consistent in losing right now. They won 1 out of their last 5 road matches, but I think it's going to turn around here. I'm going to go with Charlotte to win this match. I think they go on the road and win this match 2-1 over Sporting Kansas City. Now, our second to last match is Colorado Rapids versus the LA Galaxy. Colorado Rapids, 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches, where the Galaxy 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is in favor of Colorado Rapids to win this one 2-1 over the Galaxy, and a 50% win probability there for the Rapids, with a 24% chance of a win for the Galaxy. Galaxy have yet to win there on the road with 3 draws and 7 losses. And Colorado Rapids, 4 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses there at home on the season. Currently, though, coming off of a loss against Orlando City 1-0 in their last match, where the Galaxy are coming off of a 3-3 draw on the road with St. Louis. The last time that these teams played in Colorado, the Galaxy won that match 4-1, and that was last season, and they actually played twice last season, and the Galaxy won both of those pretty handedly. But we know how the Galaxy are looking right now. They're in this season, not very good, but they came off of a road draw, but before that, 4 losses on the road, where the Rapids aren't looking that great there at home. They have lost 3 out of their last 5 matches at home. But I think the Rapids are going to get it done. I know that the Galaxy are getting a lot healthier. They are looking pretty decent. But I'm going to say the Rapids, even though they're on a 3-match losing streak, I think they get the job done there at home. Don't think they win it 2-1, but I think they win this match 1-0 over the Galaxy. Now, for our final match of this midweek, Chicago Fire versus Philadelphia Union. Currently, the Fire 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The Union 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-2 draw, and I could really see, if everybody was there for both sides, this game being like a 3-3 or a 4-3, something crazy like that. I could really see that. But I just don't see it happening. They both have some players out. I know that Union have a good bit of players out due to injury and even being on international duty. I know that not all of them are on international duty, but some of those USA players will not be there. The win probability is at 57% for the Union, only 24% for Chicago Fire. Fire are coming off of a loss there at home, 2-0 against Nashville, where Philadelphia won at home 2-1 over Charlotte in their last match. Chicago have only won one match there at home so far, but I think they're going to get their second with a very short-staffed Union team, and I think Chicago get the job done 2-1 over the Union. So that is it for Matchday 20 predictions. Tell me down below what your predictions are. Tell me what you think I got wrong, what I got right. If you want to get involved, QR code is on the screen. There's 3 matches out there for you to predict. Climb that leaderboard. If you can, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the content, and we will see you for the live stream.